Hey guys, welcome to Cruisin' Tarot. So I'm back making more Trump videos. I wasn't gonna do Trump videos. It wasn't getting much views. And then of course the time that I don't do a video for Trump, where I tried to do a mini one for TikTok and it didn't have no volume, so I thought, or audio, I thought maybe that's a sign I shouldn't do one anymore. But then, of course, shit hits the fan, and what this happens with Venezuela. It almost seemed like fake news for a while, so I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna continue the Trump reading. That's the sign to continue doing it. Alright? Before you guys go crazy on me, make assumptions, I really don't care about it most of the time, but I'm gonna tell you that the reason I'm doing this is because he's a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. Feel sorry for me, yes. But anyways, and he's the first president to be, the first Gemini to be president since JFK. Yeah, JFK was a Gemini. So that's the reason I'm doing it. So let's go ahead and get started. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I don't give a shit if you like or hate them. You shouldn't give a shit if I do. This is the reason why I want to do it, because there's a lot of biased tarot readers out there, and because they hate or love them. And I just want to show you truth and clarity. Doesn't matter what I feel or think about him. All right, let's go ahead and get started with Trump's reading. And I'm also on Etsy, TikTok, YouTube, and Rumble now. All right, let's get started. Okay, Trump. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some couple of cards here. First things first, let's get it out of the way when it comes to Venezuela. What is happening when it comes to Venezuela with Trump? What's happening there? What's happening? What's the plan with Venezuela? I mean, Trump pretty much said it, but I'm just gonna see what else is there that we need to know. I think it's crazy how some people, I don't care if you're left or right, but if there's rules and someone breaks it, and then someone breaks those rules for the people who break the rules, I don't know. It gets complicated and messy, I think, in my opinion. But that's one of the things, the biggest debate that's been happening online is the complaints about some people saying that, bombing boats from Venezuela, that it should be, war crime potential, and other people think there are criminals that are on that boat. I don't know what you guys think about that. Okay, let's get one for the death, birth, and reincarnation to see what. Whoa, that's a double rainbow confirmation. Okay, so let's see, what should I get next? Let me get this one next, and then we'll start the reading, right? So bear with me. This is the smallest I can get this video, so I'm going to try to make sure as much shows up. I haven't put my camera up there again, because I've been doing TikToks mostly anyways. Now let me get this one, and if I need more, I know which stack to get it from now. Okay, so this has to do with Trump and U.S. Trump and Venezuela. What's happening with that president? Everything we need to know. Or what we need to know, period. Death. And then another one. So, double confirmation here. So, death talks about the ruin, old ways, ending of something, about being comfortable or privateer, and it's a manifestation. Okay, so I guess Trump accuses Venezuela of having a dictator, and that guy's been in charge since 2013. I don't know how their votes work or how they run their government, but that does kind of sound to me like a dictator in a way. So it's ending of some kind of comfort here, and someone had manifested this. Okay, and I've said this in plenty of videos before. I do believe Trump is a really intense, strong manifester. If you guys don't know what that is, look it up. I don't have time for that shit. I'm starting to learn this myself, and I'm trying to work on it. But I do feel like it was an ending, double confirmation right there, of some kind of comfort for somebody, and it was manifested. So this is almost like a wish fulfillment for someone. This is a goal intensely prayed upon, energy pulled in for. The ending of his, presidency in Venezuela. Okay, so birth, what is something? Birth, some creation of something new, right? We got creation of something new. It's been fated. It's been fated. It's written in, it's like destiny here happening. The birth of what people realized was destiny in order to secure possibly their country or secure something in movement drive. That could be one way to see it, or another way to see it is Trump birthing a new idea of something that he felt he was destined to do in order to secure Venezuela for whatever reason, in order to have movement and drive in that country. And people, the only thing I can think of is the oil there. I don't know what else could there be in Venezuela. I know it's a very poor country, or was a very poor country, or still is. I don't know. People should know about that more than me. But I hear online, whether or not it's true, they have one of the biggest oil reserves in the world. How can a country who has the biggest oil reserves in the world have such poor living conditions for its citizens? I don't know. I mean, that's something I have a hard time understanding for a lot of countries, how they treated citizens anyways. But anyways, that's one card is telling me. Reincarnation. Restart button, pretty much. To organize, clean, reduce something here. And people, it's going to be a mixed situation here. Why? There's going to be, I have a feeling based on the videos I've watched so far, people are happy. There's always going to be one side happy, one side mad. There's never going to be everybody happy. Even if, God himself, if you believe in God, comes down to earth or shows up and gives us the biggest blessing in the world, there's always going to be at least one person unhappy. I'm just saying, we're just never happy, 100%. So this talks about that. This is a restart for this country, restart the foundation of its government, and it's time to clean and reduce. It's an opportunity to do this, whether what Trump did was right or wrong. They can restart either way, do it the right way, possibly if their own citizens, not me, their own citizens feel this way, because that should matter, not us over here, left or right. No, them. They should matter, the majority of them, to know what they want for their country. All right, so this, I know I'm sounding political here, but it's true. I mean, come on. Why do I have anything to say about another country like that? Like, what should they do other than take care of its citizens? I mean, human rights, right? So anyways, that's what I got for what's happening with Venezuela. Let's continue. All right, let's ask some other questions about what's happening for Trump in January. Okay, so let's pull some cards. This one wanted to be on top for some reason. All right, so here's some questions we're going to ask about Trump. What is on his mind for the month, or one of the things that's going to be heavily on his mind in January? One of the things, again, he's a manifester. He's going to be wishing for something to take fruit of some sorts, to begin. He wants the missing piece to fall into place, and he's struggling with this. Maybe it's because of someone who's struggling, or a group that are struggling, or a place that is struggling. So he's gonna be hoping, praying, manifesting that the final pieces come into place. All right. Let's see here. What's one of the things that's going to be said about Trump? Well, a lot of things. Oh my God, he's like one of the most popular presidents ever. One of the most popular. And I don't mean popular good or bad. He's talked about the most, is what I'm saying. The most. All right, so what is going to be said about Trump in the month of January? Wow. Okay, so someone's going to be saying, while you're celebrating, there is a hidden danger that's coming towards us. And it's going to disrupt the feeling of security, is what it's saying. So it's almost like if I was talking about Trump, I'm glad you're celebrating. I'm glad that you're receiving anything you needed or wanted because of a situation or what you want. But there is a danger that's unknown, but we feel it is coming. It's an inevitable situation, President Trump. And I don't know. To me, it's like it's feeling the lack of security, feeling a disrupting security period is what it's talking about. Okay, and the weird part is look at that. What does that look like to you? What kind of city does that look like? I'm gonna let you decide what that is or where that could be, but that's what it's telling me. Okay, so I don't know what comes to mind, but y'all think about that one if anybody watches this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some more cards. What is one of the things Trump's going to be feeling in the month of January? What is his feelings that we need to know, or the biggest, whatever comes out? Whatever comes out, as long as it's truth and clarity. Truth and clarity. Oh, that one came out already. Okay, let's go ahead and pull these. Alright. Okay, so he's going to be feeling like a failure. There's something about, look how the hair is being split. There's a situation where two energies are going to be split in failure. What they think and see as failure. There's going to be a split somehow. And there's going to be disagreements and conflict. Again, two. I see two again. And then either a revelation of self here, or the world sees you for who you really are, is what it's telling me. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? That's what it's telling me, okay? So, let's see. What is one of the actions that we need to be aware of? Which I'm kind of late on that because he already took a big-ass action already. That he's going to be taking in the month of January that we are aware of, will be aware of, or it's going to be unknown to us, like secret, in the month of January. Okay, let's do one more shuffle here for Trump's action. Oh my God. I said that because that's what I seen, guys. Look, I'm not trying to push for religious, but this is what came out. This is a card of the Carpenter. Saying, in case you think I'm lying. Whatever, I can't really make it. There you go, right? And what is this one? Religious order, right? Come on, clear up. There you go. Okay, so here is telling me something about Christianity. Christianity, Christ, Jesus. And then mysterious place shrouded in mystery throughout a myth. The veil. The veil of Jesus Christ? I'm confused on that one. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, I need to get a little bit. Is Trump a Christian? Honestly, I do not know. Is he a Christian? What does this veil mean? Communication, a lot of communication, a lot of action when it comes to this. What else? Nope, that's too many cards. Come on. Truth and clarity, no secrets here. Okay, so we have a lot of action, a lot of communication about Jesus Christianity, some kind of order like that. And there's a veil here, and it's shrouded in mystery. There's a lot of action when it comes to this. There is a huge revelation here, like a revelation is you could be exposed after the other, and then some kind of transformation here. Transformation. It could be the ending of something here, or just a huge battle, like huge fights, lots of conflict in order to end something here. I don't know why they wanted to come to mind too. Okay. Wow. All right, let's continue. Let me just do the basic other readings, and then that's it about him, and I think I'm gonna call it good. I don't know what to make of that, to be honest with you right now, but something about religion. There's gonna be a lot of action, push towards it, revealing something to end something big. Chaos. It's gonna be chaotic, whatever this is. Do a lot of people believe that the second coming of Jesus will be, happening? I think by the time it happens, most of us are not going to be worthy of it, if all of that is true. That's just my opinion. Everybody don't have to go crazy over it, but I'm just saying. Okay, let's see. Houses. Let's see. What is the question I want to ask here? How is he? Okay, how is this job looking in January? How is this job as president looking? Come on. That's too many. I just need one more. Okay, so this is the Chariot. It's success, movement, direction, willpower, not giving up. He might be struggling. He might be struggling a little bit along the way. He might be harassed. Maybe he might be criticized. He might be unaccepted by many, is what it's telling me. But he's still moving forward, is what it's telling me when it comes to presidency. I don't think he would let it go himself like that. Okay. All right. So let's see here. What about his money? How's his money looking in January? Okay, that's too many. I just want just 2. That's it, please. I'm not taking that many. He's worried. He's got a little bit of anxiety when it comes to his money. He's trying to play it easy though, safe. He's trying to play it easy and safe is what it's telling me. Like if he's investing, he's not taking huge risks in January. He's stressed out about it. Not being able or not taking huge risks when it comes to his money, personal money in January. Okay. How is his reputation looking in January? Let's see. Shouldn't be too specific here. By the left. How are they looking at him in January? By the right. Okay, come on. By the United States overall. Citizens. Okay. The left think he's living in luxury. Look, this guy literally looks like this. Looks like he's wearing some kind of, what do you call it? Those hoodie things that the kings wear. I don't know what the hell they're called. The hoodie things. Anyways, like he's living a royal life. And you know what I'm thinking? I don't know why I'm thinking when I see this is there's a crest. There's a crest behind him. So it's like he thinks he's royalty. He's backed up by royalty or something like that. That's how they see him. Enjoying life. Not knowing how to work hard is what the left is saying. The right is like so emotional about him. Very emotional. There's a few people I think that are like have new feelings about him. You know what I'm seeing now? There's going to be way more support in January for him for some reason. Like there's going to be more right people. So many he can't even fill a cup worth. Like it's too much. Too much. Okay, and then in the rest of the world, a lot of people see him as direct, cold and calculated somehow. Cold and calculated in the United States. All right, okay. And there's a few people that see him protected somehow. Like self-righteous also too. I don't know what I'm getting at. Okay, so damn. There's a transformation. Why is this coming out? Some things are just popping out like crazy. I see a butterfly. There's some kind of transformation though. Something's changing dramatically how he's seen in January. And there's a moon. Something about a crescent moon too will be affected here. Whatever this thing is. Some things, the cards just look like cards, and sometimes they just really pop up with certain things in it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what. Let's see. What is right now, I guess the people who are very overall energy, how they see or the reputation of Trump is in, let's see, let's do Venezuela. Right? Because that's one of them that just got affected sideways, but I'm going to take it like this. Or I don't know. Anyway, so anyways, Mexico. The rest of the world. Okay, so the way Venezuelans they see him as compassionate. Look it up, guys, before you start criticizing me. Did I just bump into this camera? I didn't even notice. Anyways, I wish I would have known I hit it or something happened. I don't know. So anyways, so the Queen of Cups to me represents someone compassionate. So they see him as being compassionate. Okay? So overall, not everybody in Venezuela, like everybody, there's always going to be someone unhappy anyways. Doesn't matter what president, the left or right, is sitting on that chair. There's always somebody going to be unhappy. Okay? What about Mexico? Mexico sees him as being very ballsy, passionate-wise. Being a little bit, what is the word here? Too inspired to a point where it's borderline passion, not logical, is what it's saying here. Now, what is the rest of the world saying in him as? That he's offering a lot. Not saying it's good or bad. And then also, like, he needs to offer an apology. And there's some people who want to offer him an apology, is what it's telling me. That's just based. And I see a red fish. A red fish really sticks out. I don't know, that symbolizes something for something specific. But this time, it really pops out for me as a red fish. Okay. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I mean, I feel like I should have done this initially, and I'm gonna try to do it going forward. Try my best. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I might just start doing just Spanish videos here in YouTube. But if you guys can, please go to Rumble and find me in Cruising Tarot on my videos there, and then also I'm going to put a video that's called just Cruising Tarot, and that way you guys can find me faster. And then also on TikTok, I'm there too. And if you guys want to learn how to read some of these for yourself, I make pretty cool spreads. I have plenty of them. I just have a few out there, like the general meaning, like everybody does. I also have the the printable for feelings, actions, I think already, thoughts, and green and red flags. All right, this is all I got. Oh, yeah, that's it. Bye.